I agree. I agree.
Meanwhile, voters in the Chicago area don't have to wonder where one Democrat congressional candidate stands on the issue of legalizing pot. Yesterday, we were joined by Benjamin Thomas Wolf, who is seen in that political ad sitting in front of a flag, smoking a joint.
I think it's important that we actually start talking about legalizing cannabis. This is medicine for tens of millions of people in America. It can bring billions of dollars in tax revenue to Illinois. And really, it's the first component to completely overhauling and transitioning the criminal justice system here in America.
If you win, will you get high?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
And you go, gosh. So what does that Republican running for that seat think of the cannabis candidate? Tom Hansen's here, the GOP congressional candidate in Chicago, an uphill battle. Tom, how do you battle that? Will you actually endorse pot as well?
No, I won't, not entirely. I've met Ben in the past a couple of times. I talked to him on the phone, and I really like Ben a lot. But, and I'll agree with him on medical marijuana, that doctors prescribe it, patients need it. But as far as recreational pot, I don't agree with that at all, and I have a lot of personal differences with that.
Well, Tom, what do you make of the fact that he used to be with the FBI, he worked for the Department of State, he's a learned man, and yet, with the picture of him in front of the flag, he's clearly breaking the law because federally, marijuana is still a Schedule I controlled substance, and it is against the law to do what he's doing right there in that joint session.
Well, I would think the FBI and maybe the State Department or wherever else he worked, those employees are a little shocked. And actually, he could be arrested today if they want to pick him up.
Tom, I mean, that story yesterday when we talked to him, it's mind-blowing because most of the people in the district are 33 years old. That's the average age. It's a very liberal area. We're talking about Chicago. We're talking about Illinois. And this guy's the Democrat running. What made you want to run as a Republican? And what's your reaction to where we are as a society today when you're running against a candidate that's promoting that?
Well, I wish I had a lot of time, but in 2008, the ward committeemen appointed me to run for Republican office, and the 5th District is mainly lakefront liberals, and then now it includes the Republican suburbs, conservative. And I decided to run as a liberal Republican in order to try to get across and make a meeting of the minds, whereby I'm social on liberal and I'm conservative on fiscal. Now, I just don't think that recreational pot should be in Illinois. I know 6 states have passed it, and I learned last night on a show called Francis and Friends that Washington, D.C. has legalized medical marijuana for the last 20 years. So it could be that there are politicians or elected officials smoking dope in Washington. Now, with the general age being 33 years of age and it being progressive, I can see how he can potentially attract a lot of people. And I'm not 33, I'm 63 years old. So I have some time on him of things that I've seen in life that have proven to me that recreational pot is not right. In Colorado, they've had recreational pot, and they sell it in all shapes, sizes, and forms. Bubble gum, all kinds of candy, the whole 9 yards.
Well, if he is the candidate on the Democratic side and you are the candidate on the Republican, voters in that district will have a clear choice.
Thank you very much. I hope so, and I hope to reach out to people and work with people.
All right. Very cerebral debate. If these are both the candidates, they respect each other, they differ, it's going to be good for the 5th District in Illinois. Thanks so much, Mr.
Thank you, Tom.